So welcome back to the shop, friends. I have a very exciting video for you today. Very requested. Today we are going to do the ultimate torture test between the two cheapest Sawzalls on Amazon. Here we go, man. So starting at the bottom, at the lowest end of the scale, which I was a little surprised by, was the Skill brand. Now, you know, we've had some hit and misses with Skill. Of course, they make some good stuff, but they make some really terrible stuff as well. So this, but I was surprised. I thought that there would be maybe a no-name brand as far as the cheapest, but this one came in at $39. So what do we get for $39 from a reciprocating saw? I mean, this is a, you know, if you're gonna, this is a wonderful tool to have because you can do so much with it, especially demolition. One question that I have is, does it have a keyless chuck? Does it have a keyless chuck? We've got a, pretty, you know, it just feels pretty solid. We got a variable trigger, it looks like right there. And I think the housing is actually, oh, it is, it's metal. That surprises me too. Oh, yeah, right there. We kind of got that DeWalt style of keyless chuck. That actually feels really good. Really good. I was surprised to see that the Skill brand was cheaper than the Harbor Freight. So let's take the Harbor Freight here. We'll do some comparison and see how these guys do. I didn't realize you could buy Harbor Freight on Amazon. Allen wrenches. That must be for the foot. There's nothing else in there. This one has something very unique I've never seen before, and it's supposed to rotate. Look at that. That is crazy. That is really a crazy feature. That's a good feature. You know, one time I've got a DeWalt Sawzall that allows you to chuck the blade both ways, which I think is better this way, because sometimes you get in a tight spot and this handle sticks up and it becomes a real problem. But that is actually very clever. I don't know how durable it's going to be, but it is innovative. Side by side, they look pretty similar. Just the feel of it, though. Oh, the Skill feels actually a whole lot better. It just feels a better trigger. It feels better plastic. This is all metal. Is this metal here up front? I don't know how they could possibly get away with a plastic front. That is plastic, isn't it? Oh, it is plastic. That whole upper housing is plastic. We both have, looks like we've got a nice knurled chuck right there with the spring on it. That's good for quick blade changes. I can't see, oh yeah, this one here it's hidden, but it's on the outside. I like this better. This is easier to get to. But this one, the Harbor Freight one, was $10 more than the Skill. The cords are really crappy. Both of them pretty stiff cords. I do prefer the softer cords that are a little bit more pliable, like the welding cords. This is nice though. They do have a little thing for capturing the Allen wrench on there. I really appreciate that because, you know, you lose these things and you throw it in the toolbox, and when you need it, you're looking around for it. So that's a nice feature. But it's just my initial impression before we start torturing them. This is more robust. It's $10 cheaper, and it feels a whole lot better. All metal, all plastic. This actually feels pretty good. Variable trigger is probably built in with a lock there. This one has a kind of the rheostat thing going on there. But all right, let's get to the torture test here. So both these have the pretty much standard now. Is it the Bosch style blade? And it looks like this. We've all seen it before, right? And I've been thinking, so I want to connect these two together and have them fight it out. Boy, that's a tight spring on there. Have them fight it out and see which one is going to be tougher. But there's only of course, we only have the connection on one side. And I was thought, how am we going to do this? So here's what we're going to try to do. I'm going to try to custom make a torture device here. I'll take one of these blades and we'll mark this off here, and I'll build two ends on it. We'll grind that all over there, see if we can't connect them together, and see what happens here. I don't know how well this is going to work, but I'm going to start with two brand new blades. So what I did, so we need to do a kind of a mirror image. We need to recreate this little profile on here on this one. So what I got there is I kind of estimated where that needs to be for these two things to really hammer on each other. On that line needs to seat right in the shoulder right there. So what if we do this? What if we just trace, line that up there, we'll trace this out, and we'll just create this. right? Recreate this with a hole like that and make the double bitter there. Will these last, or will those two tools just tear that up and break it? That we don't know. If that doesn't work, we'll have to get more drastic though. Let's get this cut out. I don't think I own the drill bit that can drill a hole through that steel. So let's see if we can't get the Snappy Tom die grinder. I got a pointed one. See if that'll burn a hole through her. The die grinder set, the tool of last resort. That's a pretty fine point there. Let's see if we can get that guy to. Just needs a little bit, just a little hole, but without that hole, it won't lock up. Oh, good grief. Given enough time and space, now it's going through. I was gonna put maybe just burn a little hole with the plasma torch, but it's kind of a crude instrument. Good grief! I thought the compressor was never gonna shut off. Funny thing is, when I turn the camera on, it runs for an hour, and then when I don't have the camera on, it fills up in about 5 minutes. Okay, so I got the plasma torch here. This is like trying to do surgery with a chainsaw. I'm gonna weaken it if I get too big of a hole, so I'm just gonna really carefully hit it without burning my hair off. That was about it. I probably just crystallized all the metal, and that time makes it weaker. That's a pretty small hole right there. Not small enough though, is it? Now that we've got that open, let's put the die grinder on it, see if we can't expand that. Oh, I went too big. Oh man, it happens fast, doesn't it? Well, let's try it. Let's see if it fits in the chuck. Okay, here we go. I finally got it in there best I could. That's a pretty precise. It got to be pretty precise, but I think I've got it in there all the way. So there is our custom-built Punisher tool. Is that going to hold up? I don't know. Hopefully, I wanted to get these shoes as close as possible. Oh yeah, look at that. There we go. So now they're connected. Oh yeah. They're connected. I don't know if that blade is going to last there. If that doesn't work, we're going to have to do something different. I have another thing in mind, but let's see what happens. Let's see who's tougher. All right, who's gonna come out on top here, or who's going to get a broken arm? Maybe the other one. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. This is probably the first time this has ever been attempted. Let's make sure that we got those shoes on there good and tight. Oh, that one was loose. I'd be surprised if that blade can withstand the abuse of this. I think we'll need to want to ease into it. That was really loose there. We'll want to ease into it, and then see if which one fails or catches on fire or who knows what. All right, those are pretty tight now. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1. I'll just start. I'll bring them up tight. Oh, get this. Oh. Well, it popped out there. It popped out. It was going so good here. I got to revisit this. Okay, so I started the torture test, and of course the camera shut off. But it's okay because I forgot my respirator, and the Harbor Freight started smoking a little bit. So we're going to continue now. Okay, well, definitely the camera's running now. Let's see what happens here. Okay, here we go. We'll ease into it. Oh, oh no! I don't think this is safe. Oh, it's catching on fire! How long will it go? So the Chicago Electric, the Harbor Freight is well, it's a little bit scary. Is making a lot of noise. It looks like the fire is out now, but it's definitely smoky.
How long will it go? How long can it hang on? Is it even working anymore? Hold on, let's let off here. Oh no, it's done. It's just the skill is pulling up against the tool. Oh, the Harbor Freight is absolutely done. It's got nothing left. It still rotates. I'll bet. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at the rotation device still works. It blew out a bunch of flame, and that was that. But the skill still. Well, that was pretty exciting. I've never seen one blow a bunch of. Oh man, that thing is smoking so bad. I don't want to fill up the shop with that toxic Chinese smoke. Get that out in the yard. See if it's safe to breathe in here yet. Wow. Now that.
Yeah, it's not too, but that is interesting. So here we have a tool that was $10 cheaper. No question. I mean, just the fit and finish and just the way it feels built a lot better. But I'd have to say that you can get a pretty decent Sawzall for $39. Still works. All right. So what did we learn here today? Well, we learned what we already knew, that Harbor Freight power tools are not very good. Not very good at all. This one I think is pretty decent. I'll use it. I'll try it on put a big wood blade on there and do some, cut a few 6x6s with it and see what happens. But that was that was surprising. That was definitely surprising. All right, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment what tools you would like to see me torture test, and I might just do that for you. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next video.